Grinders and sanders are two of the most used tools in the professional construction lineup. You cannot get a final polishing on any of your projects without them. But they have many different aspects in terms of use and design. Moreover, there are a variety of grinders that make it totally different from sanders. In this video, you'll find out about how different they are from each other and which ones you should get to accomplish your work in one touch. So, without traveling to the edges, let's get straight into the video. To get a brief idea about each tool, at first, you need to know what each tool is made of. First, a grinder is a handy tool that can be used to straighten rough edges and surfaces. It has a high-speed motor running to drive a disc on the top. This disc is made of a composite material like aluminum, ceramic, silicone, or diamond grain. With a higher RPM, the disc grazes on the metal and flattens the surface. Also, it can cut any metal object like a circular saw. And there are a variety of grinders such as angular grinders, bench grinders, die grinders, belt grinders, and so on. On the other hand, a sander is operated through a similar high-speed motor, but it's used to smoothen the wooden surface and to remove any damaged color or stain from the wood. This works by using a sandpaper disc rotating at the top of the motor. Also, it can come in variants like a belt sander, orbit sander, roller sander, and so on. The main reason people can't differentiate grinders and sanders is because of their looks. Especially, the angular grinder and sander can essentially be called twins. But even after having the same design components inside, they have their own level and places of work, which we will explain now. So let's get started. First and foremost, a grinder is required to cut metal bars, pipes, rods, tiles, etc. That means it works directly with the most rigid materials. If you have to polish your metallic tools, railings, frames, or etc., none can do the job more reliably than a grinder can. Using it, you can remove old paint and rust for a nice shiny output. Whereas, a sander is needed to remove stains and paint from wooden materials, besides making it smooth and polished. It helps in rounding the edges so that you don't cut your hands accidentally by sliding your hands over the corner. So, depending on the materials you're working with, you should pick your perfect tool. Subsequently, the grinder works with metals. It is made of a solid and rugged disc to endure extreme impacts and excessive heat. So, if you have durable objects, you can use a grinder so that your product can break apart. Though you can use both an angular grinder and a sander to polish things, a sander will definitely deliver a much more gentler performance. Especially when it comes to avoiding unconscious hits on metal things, a sander could do your job more precisely like a multitasker. But unlike it, a grinder cannot perform well on wooden surfaces, hence it will cut through with no control. As a grinder is used to straighten more rigid surfaces, you need to hold it more firmly. Otherwise, it could slip off and cut through your hands. Each time you work with it, you need to wear thick clothes and gloves as it can spark. Moreover, specially designed helmets are a must to protect your eyes during work time. So, if you're a construction worker, this tool suits you. But in DIY and homeworks, this can be really dangerous unless used with appropriate caution. Opposite to that, a sander runs with lower RPM and soft sandpapers. As a result, you have to protect your eyes and nose from dust by wearing a mask. Also, wearing gloves can keep your hands safe from abrasion, though there are very few reports of accidents while using it. It's safe to use in both home and the workshop. However, grinders and sanders are different. Sometimes, one can take another's place for their ability. For example, if you only have to provide final polishings to any metal or wood, a sander can do that with efficiency. It can also remove old paint and rust reliably to get your jobs done. Likewise, if you have a task that needs both cutting and polishing, a grinder can save your money as they can cut through metals as well. So, having a grinder is also beneficial, especially for plumbing work. So, those were the key aspects of grinders and sanders, which explains the use of each of them having proper circumstances. While deciding on your tool, consider what types of work you will be basically doing. As a result, your pick will offer excellent value for your money, usage, and productivity. Thanks for watching our video. Like, comment, and share with your friends if you found this video helpful. Subscribe to our channel if you want more videos like this on your feed.